Tell me something about Lord Mountbatten.
So it was incorporated in the directive principles.
So, what is the reason that we got independence on the 15th of August 1947, but person like Mountbatten?
Treatise is critical thinking, analytical skills, and which are very crucial for civil servants.
Can you name 5 West Bengal government schemes?
The first is the Tiger Hill. As we can see the sunrise from here. The sunrise and also Mount Kanchenjunga.
According to you, how will study of history help you to policy formulation or in national integration?
And the ability to assess different perspectives. And it provides a deep understanding of the societal and political problems. And we can learn from the history and do not repeat the same mistakes again.
Recently, India and US signed particular deal. What is this deal about?
Please take a seat.
Are you comfortable? Can we start?
Okay.
Okay. Introduce yourself to the board members.
So, my name is Sourav Subba and I'm from Colonial, Gandhian. I did my graduation from St. Joseph College, North Point in 2019, History Honours. And thereafter I started preparing for the civil service examination. And this is my third attempt and second interview.
This is your
Third attempt, second interview.
second interview. So, what went wrong in previous attempts?
Sir, I think my marks was not quite good in optional. That's the reason why.
That was the reason. So, we can see that you got 75% marks in your 10th, and then in your 12th, 82.2. And then in your graduation, it dropped down to 50.75. What went wrong?
I think my writing skills was not quite good that time. So I think that was the reason. And also in college, there was different atmosphere. So it took a time to adjust here. And that was the reason.
So, you are involved with certain other activities in college other than studies?
So I took part in quiz competitions and all.
Quiz competitions. So, it is associated with your studies also, I think. It is not something else.
I take interest in watching and playing cricket.
Watching and playing cricket. What kind of cricket? Test cricket or one day or non?
So every
All kinds of. How many test matches you have watched so far?
so live or
Live or in on TV?
minute matches.
How many?
I can count.
Still, rough idea.
30.
30 test matches. And how many one days?
Almost 40, 50.
40, 50. So if we calculate 30 test matches means 5 into 3, 150 hours, 150 days. And then you say give 40 one day matches. So around 200 days you watched cricket. Do you think that if a country like India, where the youngsters who are involved in watching cricket and spending entire 5 days only watching cricket or not doing work, because labor hour it gets wasted. A country riddled with poverty and all kinds of problems. If the young people like you, they keep watching cricket, and that too test cricket 5 days, so it's not a good thing. That's an offense.
I don't think it's based upon personal.
So how the GDP of the country will grow when people like you watch cricket doing nothing?
That doesn't mean that I do nothing, because in my free time I watch cricket. In my recreation time I watch cricket. Other time I do my work. I do study and all.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you read history, right? Can you tell me the reasons why in history, in some of the cases, we find that the monuments and all, some of the monuments are made of the red stone, and in some cases we find that the white stones were used. What are the primary reasons behind using these different kind of stones there in history?
These stones were imported from many countries. So different art and architecture developed.
So you said those were imported. So when Taj Mahal was built, the white marbles were used. Were they imported from some other countries?
Sorry, sir, I don't have any.
Don't have any idea. And what about the red stones, red marbles?
It is mainly seen in Mathura art.
Now you said imported. That's what I want to know. From where? From which country? You don't have any idea. Okay, right. Tell me something about Lord Mountbatten.
Mountbatten was the last governor general of India, and he's famous for the Mountbatten plan.
How long did he stay here in India?
Around 1 year.
No, till which date or year?
1948.
1948. So what was the reason that we got independence on the 15th of August 1947, but person like Mountbatten was a Britisher, stayed in India till 1948, whereas in Pakistan you might be knowing that Muhammad Ali Jinnah used to, he was the Governor General over there. So what would have what was the reason behind that?
When he was born, boundary was not settled, and other
Pakistan could afford to have their own Governor General, but India could not afford to do that.
So, there were various tasks incomplete at that time.
Okay. Do you think that if we had Mahatma Gandhi as the first Prime Minister of India, then Indian, post-independence era would have been different? If Mahatma Gandhi were the first Prime Minister of India.
So I believe his vision was quite different from the other. So that could lead to different India.
You tell me some of the things he would have done which we missed out because we didn't have the luxury of having Mahatma Gandhi during those days as the Prime Minister of India.
His policy was mainly focused on the poor. His policy was mainly focused on the poor. So his policy of Ram Rajya was
Ram Rajya. What is the meaning of this Ram Rajya?
that various people from rich and poor would live together. That was the main idea behind this.
I'll tell you one thing, Sourav. It clicks my mind a bit. Some of the principles, some of the attributes of Mahatma Gandhi were incorporated in our constitution. It might be knowing in fundamental rights and DPSPs, directive principal state policies. Even in our preamble also, some of the principles of Mahatma Gandhi got incorporated. Why it is the case that we did not have this particular Ram Rajya concept in our constitution at the preamble itself. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into Ram Rajya. We did not say that. Right? Why?
So it was incorporated in the directive principles.
No. My point is that we could have incorporated this very, very lofty ideals of Mahatma Gandhi by saying that we will constitute India into a Ram Rajya. We did not say that in our constitution. Ambedkar and others, those were at the helm of the constitution making, they could have done that. Why it was not there?
Sir.
No problem. Right. Sourav, your name reminds me of Sourav Ganguly, and you are a cricket lover also. Tell us something about Sourav Ganguly.
Sourav Ganguly was born in Kolkata and he captained the Indian team. And he led India to win the 2002 Champions Trophy and to the final of 2003 ODI World Cup.
Okay, tell me some of the attributes Sourav Ganguly has or had, which you also have.
He is very enthusiastic about the sport which he plays, and in a similar way, I am very enthusiastic about my ambition.
Achha, do you have the leadership quality that he had?
Yes, sir. I have that.
How you will prove it before the esteemed panels?
Just give one example from your life where you think you have proven yourself to be a good leader.
Sir, I've captained the school team in the cricket.
Okay. Tell me one thing, Saurabh. Supposing I want to make you a teacher. Okay. What all qualities you need to have as a teacher?
So, the first and foremost is the leadership skills. One should have, and one should have knowledge about the subject which he is teaching, and also you should have clear mind and be able to deliver to the students his thoughts and
Okay.
knowledge.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Sir, from which college you have completed your graduation?
I'm St. Joseph College, not one.
Darjeeling. Darjeeling. Your subject was history. Okay. So, going to history, golden age of India. Golden age of India कौन से पीरियड को बोलते थे और किस लिए बोलते थे?
Gupta period is called the golden age. Gupta period was called the golden age. Various art and architecture developed during that time, and various persons like Kalidasa and other scholars wrote their were in the court of Gupta, and sorry ma'am, I don't.
So tell me, what is the impact of British rule in India? In your point of view, whether it is good or bad. British rule, colonial rule in India.
I think the railways was the one aspect.
Revenues.
Railways.
Railways. Okay.
It led to the transportation of the goods and materials, and also ease of communication led to, and there was decline in the indigenous factories and all, and so the English education was gone through this, and the Western thoughts and ideas came into being. Okay.
So all positive impacts only, no negative impact.
Ma'am, there was decline of indigenous industries like handicrafts and all, and there was drain of wealth was there,
How?
and the revenue which was generated in India was used for the British, was transported to British, and in that way the drain of wealth.
Okay. Coming to 1857 revolt. Okay. The revolt of 1857 was declared or was convinced as the first war of Indian independence. Okay. Looking at 1857 revolts. क्या हुआ था?
ब्रिटिश और झांसी की रानी.
सिर्फ एक रिवॉल्ट हुआ है, सिर्फ झांसी उसमें इन्वॉल्व था.
Ma'am, various other small areas were also involved.
So, I'm talking about Indian independence. उसके साथ जो बोलते हैं कि फास्ट वॉर ऑफ इंडियन इंडिपेंडेंस स्टार्ट ही हुआ 1857 रिवॉल्ट से. ये एक अलग से चैप्टर आता है हिस्ट्री में, ठीक है? तो इसके बारे में तो जानना है.
Various other revolts took place earlier, but this was more violent and more.
Why?
So that's why it's called First War of India.
Why?
And because it was various professions like farmers, agriculturists, and various other professions were also involved. Artisans were also involved.
There are several reasons and several sections of communities of societies are involved in that revolution also. But there is a prime reason behind that revolt.
The immediate reason was the infield rifle. Immediate reason was the infield rifle.
Infield rifle. And the person first revolt against it?
Meerut was there.
Person.
Mangal Pandey.
Okay. Sourav, today is 2nd November. Just 1 day before, 31st October is very important day for us. Why?
And Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel.
क्या?
National Unity Day
सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल का क्या था?
birthday.
बर्थडे था कितना?
Sorry, ma'am, I don't remember.
इस ईयर 150th बर्थडे और 31 अक्टूबर इंदिरा गांधी का सृजन भी हुआ था. ओके. सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल was famous for what? क्यों उसको आयरन मैन बोलते थे?
For unifying various princely states.
How many?
556.
My last question is, as you are a student of history, according to you, how the study of history help you to policy formulation or in national integration?
History teaches critical thinking, analytical skills, and which are very crucial for civil servants. And the ability to assess different perspectives. And it provides a deep understanding of the societal and political problems. And we can learn from the history and do not repeat the same mistakes again. And teaches us that. And the analytical skills are needed to learn history, and which are also very crucial for civil servants. That way.
You live in Russia, in Russia. This October is a total disaster for the heritage. So if you become a civil servant, how would you manage this disaster?
By awareness programs, I will organize awareness programs, and I will educate the locals about the severity of the disaster, and I will ensure proper government facilities are provided to those who have been the victims of landslides, and I will do my best to. I will best according to the government rules and deliver.
Over to you, sir.
So Saurav, are you feeling all right? हाँ, एनर्जी थोड़ा कम लग रहा है. स्टार्टिंग में आए थे, फिर धीरे धीरे एनर्जी कम होता गया. Okay. What is your prime motivation to become a WBCS officer?
My passion for making a difference in society.
Making a difference. Are you of the opinion that the present bureaucratic system is not performing that well, so they need next generation bureaucrats? So the current BDOs, executive officers, they are not performing that well, right?
Yes.
Okay. And what is your why you have preferred police service in 7th position? Why is that?
So the main reason was that I was not selected for Group B, so that's the reason.
Okay, that is the reason. Can you name 5 West Bengal government schemes?
So Dhronas Sarkar, Lakshmi Bhandar,
Yes, continue, go on.
Dhronas Sarkar, Lakshmi Bhandar, Rupasri, and Yogyasri and Karmasri.
So, name 2 features, enumerate 2 features of Rupasri.
Sir, it is designed to mitigate the child marriage.
That is the intention, not the features. What is the basic policy?
Sir,
The benefits.
some incentive is given to the girl child.
How much?
15,000, sir, I don't remember.
What you don't remember, that's fine. Okay, so coming to Lakshmi Bhandar, can you recall or can you give 2 pros and cons of this scheme, particular scheme?
The financial incentive which is given to Lakshmi Bhandar can be used by the males to
Okay, got your point. Then
and
that is 1 pro. Okay, then cons. What are the cons?
these are almost freebies, so this impacts the budget of the state.
State is not taking had not taken a good decision, right? So what the state should do? Stop this freebies. And what can be a better alternative to support the financially weaker sections?
generating employment and
Employment. So government is also not generating enough employment currently. Do you read newspaper? What kind of news do you read?
newspaper.
Yeah, newspaper in general. Even if you are watching YouTube or other websites for the news, which section do you read?
I generally read in sports news.
Okay, only sport news. You are aspiring civil servant, so studying only
Sports news and national, international news.
international news. Okay, so recently, uh, India and US signed particular deal. What is this deal about?
I think trade deal.
Trade deal.
Trade deal.
They haven't signed or finalized trade deal yet.
Sorry, sir.
It is in the pipeline, trade deal. It is a defense deal. So on the one hand, India is buying Russian oil. On the other hand, it is also signing defense deals with USA. Where do you think this balancing of India, how India has got a green ticket where it can both maintain relation with USA and Russia on the same time? What is your opinion? What is your view?
I think India is doing quite good in terms of international relations, and every country should have own choice in buying the.
So that is a very general answer. As an aspiring civil servant, your point of view should be objective. It should be fact based.
Russian oil is quite cheaper compared to other.
What was the question, Sourav? What did I ask you? So ठीक है, मैं पूछ रहा था रशिया से ही रिलेशन रख रहा है, यूएसए से भी रिलेशन रख रहा है. What is this special treatment India is getting? Are you aware of any other countries which is getting similar privilege? They can maintaining power with both the axes. Okay, ठीक है. Now coming to the knowledge of West Bengal and your district. The district is Darjeeling, right? Okay. Name 5 places of importance in Darjeeling.
Tourist place or
It can be places of importance, can be either tourist place, it can be historical place, it can be anything. Religious place.
the first is the Tiger Hill. As we can see the sunrise from here, the sunrise and also Mount Kanchenjunga and see clearly. And second is the Ghum station, which is the highest station of India. And the third is the Padmasunaidu Himalayan Zoological Park. You can see the red panda there, endangered red panda. And fourth is the Mahakal Mandir, which is famous for the blending of both the religions, Buddhism and Hinduism. And number 5 is Jurgonglo, Sukyapokori Wildlife Sanctuary.
Does Darjeeling have Zilla Parishad?
No, sir.
What alternative does it have?
You can see it.
GTA. Okay, very good. How the GTA elections are held?
So it is held on 5-yearly basis.
Everyone knows that. Basically, how they are elected, how members are elected, how they elect the chairman.
Yes, sir. Chairman directly elected.
How many members are in GTA?
Sorry, sir. I don't know.
Okay, Sourav, that will be all.
Sourav, you enjoyed?
Yes, sir.
The experience was good.
Yes, sir.
And we are very, very happy to have you as a candidate over here. You are a very, very sweet kind of a person, nice personality, very soft-spoken, very polite. These are the attributes that you have, right? But still, since our main purpose is just to improve, so we'll be discussing about some of the things which you may ponder over and then you can work on it. Obviously, there'll be some level of improvement, right? And that's the primary reason why we're going to point out some of the things which we believe that if you take care of those points, you'll be certainly be a better person for preparing your original interview, right? So the first thing first is that whenever you come and greet the panelists, be a little bit more bold and confident. It means what I mean by having confidence is basically your voice. It was very meek kind of a voice, and throughout the interview, it was a little bit difficult for us to listen to. Be little bit louder, little bit confident, because that's going to help you, because the people over there would be around 60 plus aged. So there may be some listening issues for them. So take care of that and be a little bit louder. The first thing, right? And then you see, in some of the cases, what happened that you had no ideas about the answer, but you ventured into that area and attempted those questions. Please do not do that, right? Because see, not knowing a particular answer is not a problem, but trying to give them an input, an answer which for which you are not sure about, will be detrimental for your probability of success, right? So take note of that. Multiple occasions it happened. See, certain questions were there. We call it the questions which, if you can attempt properly, you can hijack the whole interview. And you can kill their time as well. It's very important for you to grab into those questions and try to articulate an answer. They'll be impressed about it. And that's an area where you can show your brilliance. For example, there's a question, open-ended question that, what do you think, what would have been the India's, post-independence India, if Mahatma Gandhi would have been the Prime Minister of India? So you could have taken some time and you can, paint an answer in your own way. That would be wonderful. How Indian polity, Indian economy and all those areas would have more influence of Gandhian thoughts and philosophies, how your Panchayati Raj institutions, these handicrafts and these cottage industries and all this stuff, right? Which yeah, but you could not use that opportunity to frame an answer in your own way, and by doing that you'll be able to impress them and you'll be able to kill their time as well, because if you leave their give them more time, so they'll be asking you more questions, which you did not do, unfortunately. Then you, for example, madam asked you a question, impact of British rule. See, in these kind of questions, it would be better if you can start by saying that there are certain positive impacts, there are certain negative impacts. When you say this sentence, what you do, you give yourself more time to think about the points that you actually want to say. So when you say that there are certain positive impact, there are certain negative impacts as well. Some positive impacts are number 1, number 2, number 3. What you are doing actually, you are taking some time to actually get into the bullet points, right? Which you did not do. You straight away jumped into a point and then you jumbled up positive, negatives and all. It wasn't looking nice, basically, right? So this is an area. 1857 revolt, first war of independence. If you get a question of this kind, see, you should not be giving your own opinion. Why I'm saying so? There are some historical debates over there. Some historians are saying that it's the first war of independence. Some other historians were of the view that no, it is not the first. So whatever you say, you take the help of those historians while explaining your answer. See, there's a different school of thoughts on this issue. Some of the historians, if you know their names, so tell them they are saying that's the first war of independence, and some others are saying that it is not. So by doing that, what you'll be doing, actually, you'll be able to tell them that, look, I've read history and I know that there's a debate involved over here. So they'll be testing your ability to articulate the way it should have been. And then you see certain cases you said sorry. In most of the case, I'm sorry, you did not say sorry. You state of confusion over there, which you should not do. Disaster management question, again, you could not articulate it properly. See, the most pathetic disaster that happened over here is when sir asked you a question about Lakshmi Bhandar. And cons were asked, you said something, and then sir said, that means we should stop it. And you very smilingly said, yes, we should stop it. Now see, this is a trap. See, our scheme is going on. Think about this way. There's a certain cost benefit analysis involved over there. If you are going to explain it that way, there are certain costs involved. Obviously, there'll be certain cost involved in giving certain things to the people, and there'll be certain benefits are involved. So put it in a larger perspective and tell them that there's some larger issues involved over here. The benefits are more than the costs involved. You're talking about the money cost. I'm talking about the social cost, some other costs which are involved over there, benefits, social benefits and some other benefits. And then you say that obviously there's a cost benefit analysis, and considering those cost benefit analysis, sir, I believe that this scheme is good one, which is going on. But yes, there can be some scope of improvement and we can think over it. That way, it has to be politically correct answer. You cannot simply, even if they say, they coax you, they'll force you to say, no, we think that we should stop it, and you say that it's going to put it. The balancedness is, how are you going to present it? It's the presentation aspect I'm talking about. You cannot be bluntly saying that, yes, we should stop it. If that has been the case, then why the government is having this scheme so far? Right, unless and until you are there in the system and you have got the authentic data and certain school of thought is saying, you don't have any idea about all these things. So obviously, you cannot say that, particularly when you are going to be a part of the system. And you see, you are going to, the problem is that many times it happens that the good schemes and programs get scuttled, throttled by the bureaucrats, because they have got certain different ideologies which are not aligned with the political ideology. So don't do that. So it would be hugely detrimental for your success. See, again, India-US defense, you said that I read newspaper, international relations and all, and sir asked you a question regarding India-US defense deal. You had no idea. So that was again another area now which you should not be doing. See, what I believe that you had a problem of listening. You're not listening the questions properly. I think sir told you once that, did you get my question? Listening was an issue. You should be a little bit more attentive in listening. You are hearing our questions, but you're not listening. Listening is different than hearing, right? So please try to do that. And last question which I asked you, just to see that whether what kind of person you are. There are so many issues. There are so many cases where you can slap your boss. Supposing your boss is involved in, just before your eyes, your boss is doing certain things which are unethical, which should not be done. So, for example, molesting a subordinate, female subordinate in front of your eyes, doing certain things which you believe that should not be done. If situation warrants, you can. Right? You have to have some certain things in you, right? And yes, see, smiling is good, but you have to know exactly where to smile and where not to smile, right? Otherwise, you're a wonderful person. Definitely, you are going to get through. Right? Okay. Thank you. Thank you.